And the king in the north raged on. He is said, in their own accounts, to have cut down over 20 of them with his own pike and sword, even as his bodyguards fell slain, and carpeted the ground like autumn leaves. Even as all went down to bloody ruin, failure. Dear, noble, chivalrous, royal fool, like one of his own grandchildren, the wisest fool in Christendom. The dunderhead is even said to have left a good position because it was dishonorable. What did he think his men were doing in the towns and villages? He was, after all, the invader. Even that terrible day has not made us entirely forget he was nearly called the Great, Lord of Contradictions, Renaissance Prince. This is the time Edinburgh is first called Athens of the North. You can read about all the libraries, and how Falkland's palace had an early form of double glazing, that what we now call Spanish galleons were first built in Leith before being sold, but also the ruler of a strange, poverty-stricken tribal twilight. The Ardri, the High King, like something from Tolkien. King of Scots, not king of the land, because the place he held was so old, pre-feudal. And he fought on. He was into the double figures of the toll he took, when an arrow struck the king's lower jaw. It must have been what the books call partly spent, because it went halfway through and hung there, a bloody punctuation mark in history. The first blood began to stain the coat Queen Catherine would later send to Henry as a trophy. I've often wondered if she thought about that later, after she was cast aside for a seductive witch. Everything she believed in trampled on. Choking on his own blood, he tried to fight on, and a blow came in and nearly cut off his left hand. It hangs there by a thread, like his people's independence now will. And isn't this better than his brother-in-law's end? The English Bluebeard, a rotten, stinking, living corpse in bed. In some accounts, another arrow hit him. Some say a stab wound also. But the fatal halberd swings in and shears through James's throat. He is said to have fallen forwards. The last king of the West, to go to the futile, bloody death.